Hello. Oops. Let's move some stuff around. Good enough. Okay. Got some paints in the mail. Some replacements and some new ones. Oops. Let's start the stream off by killing the model. Good job. So replace my tube of burnt sienna umber that blew up on the stream a little while ago. Got some black and some burnt umber, and then I got a few backups for other paints that look like they're about to explode. So, hooray. Let's see if we can fit them all in there without squeezing them. Good job. Cool. Yeah, so I didn't quite finish him off stream yesterday. I only got to paint for like 30 minutes yesterday. Didn't have a lot of painting time. But I got him all glued up. Everything's all glued together now. So let's hope we don't screw that up. And then we got his base as well, so we'll get him on that base before the end of the stream today. So let's get started. The main things left are little gemstones and then some cleanup and the lantern and the viscera, I suppose, of his victim. Let's get rid of that. Cool. Probably some touch-ups on the gold here and there, and the blade, now that it's on there and I can get a better feel for it. Cool. And that, you got a brush. Let's hope the brush behaves better today, because it's been behaving weird the last few days. Let's jump into it. So what color do I want the gemstones to be? I think I could either go with red, just have things be red all around for his accent color. I think that might be a good option. Other color I was debating is green, but I feel like that's just kind of throwing in a random color for no real reason. So let's go with red. So we're going to do that. Okay. This will also allow us to do a few touch-ups on his cloak as well. Yeah, let's see what's been going on. Yesterday, normal Saturday, watched some TV. We wrapped up Sandman. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Thought it was really well done. I think episode 6 was definitely my favorite. And then we caught up on She-Hulk. And I think that's about it. We forgot to watch Lord of the Rings because we were busy finishing Sandman. So no spoilers on the Lord of the Rings front, please. Yeah. More scissors. All the scissors. Hello, Mumford. How are you? Yeah, we're gonna wrap this guy up, and then that won't take the whole stream, I don't think, unless there's some part of this model that I'm completely forgetting, but I don't think there is. And once we are all wrapped up with that, we will either do some base work on some stuff, or we will paint something. I don't know. I gotta playing some board games. What board games are you gonna play? Okay, are there any other gemstones? Yeah, there's some gold touches I want to do, and his little belt buckles. I think that's all the gems. Yeah, that's it. Cool. My father's work. I've never heard of that one. Yeah. So options for painting would be one of those figures over there that's been sitting primed and based for forever. Or you have this little vampire guy that's been sitting primed for even longer. But he's been sitting in the back of my little whip drawer. Interesting. Sounds fun. I do kind of miss playing board games regularly because we have like a bi-weekly board game group, but it kind of dissolved with the pandemic. Some people have since moved away, and I think the people who host it are still kind of taking things very cautiously. Because one of them's very immunocompromised, so can't blame them. Yeah. Well, I wish you the best in luck in terms of keeping it going. I'm glad that our D&D group is going again, at least. Or at least most of it is. Yeah. I think we are going to try doing a board game thing at one of the many board game restaurant places around here. But it'll be a different / smaller group. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's going to be a regular thing, but okay. Yeah, red was the right choice for that stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to do it. But, I don't know. feel like driving has also just become much more of a pain in the butt lately. Traffic just somehow feels worse than it used to. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay. Let's do some quick gold touch-ups. Yeah. Well, the issue is like a lot of people during the pandemic moved farther away, so they're not in the city anymore, which has made meeting up in person for things painful. It's gone from like 10-minute walks to like 40-minute drives, so. Yesterday I had to drive, or not yesterday, but Friday I had to drive Anna to go do a little errand thing out in one of the farther suburbs. And there was an accident on the way there, and there was an accident on the way back. So that was fun to deal with. It was great. Love it. Oops, there's little gems there as well. Yeah. Pretty sure the first one was a Tesla. So, wondering if it was a case of autopilot, because there was a car that front was smashed in and then Tesla in front of it, so. We'll find out. And then we had the worst air quality of any major city in the world yesterday, so that was cool. We got up to a 170 on the AQI. There's a few fires brewing in Western Washington. I think one down by Rainier. And a bunch in Vancouver, and a bunch in, just a bunch of fires. There's like the Northern California ones, there's the ones up in BC, there's the ones around Western Washington and Oregon. There's just a lot going on at the moment, and it all just kind of settles into Seattle. It's not as bad today, but you can see my watch still says it's smoky. Yeah. There's another miniature painter streamer, JT Stark, who streams on Twitch, and I think he's up in BC and he's had to evacuate. So hopefully everything's okay. Hey, Minimancer. Yeah, it sucks. I think I am most likely okay. Things would have to be very bad forest fire wise for me to not be okay, I think. The bigger concern is tsunamis and Mount Rainier. We apparently had a scare earlier this week where people thought Rainier was erupting, or venting at least, because there was a lenticular cloud that was right above Rainier, so it made it look like the mountain was venting out some steam. Yeah. So a bunch of officials had to be like, no, everything's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. But how are you doing, Mini Mancer? As I'm coughing on something. Yeah, something was stuck in my throat. Yeah. Like all those islands are all just formed from volcanic eruptions. Like I believe I am in the clear if it were to erupt, but well, in terms of immediate death. Uh, but it still probably would be fun. I mean, when Mount St. Helens erupted, that was not good. Noise. Okay, let me get some mahogany. Also, I think I'm just gonna delete the September challenge channel. I don't think it's happening. No point in keeping it around. Yeah. Oh well. So I'm just going around with this titanium white, or the white from AK. Just popping some things up. It's a lot more potent than the Scale Color Artist white that we were using for a lot of the metals before. So, just getting all that brightness up. Yeah, and lots of really cool stuff. Deno knocked out a cool little historical bust. Mr. Buxley's little heresy boy, whose name I'm forgetting, is really cool. And he's close to being done with Uther. Ian knocked out a bunch of cool little warband things, I think, for Kill Team. So I guess warband's not the right word. Or was there some other game? I don't know. I'm bad at keeping track of the games that things are for. Yeah. Bunch of cool whips in progress, or whips in progress, yeah, there we go, whips in progress. As well. I know Keegan just started his Wolverine repaint, so that'll be neat to see. What else has been happening in there? Let's take a look real quickly. I know I'm forgetting some stuff. I think K-Sauce finished some stuff, but yeah, I know him more from KDM Discord. Let's see. Diddy's working on a neat figure that he was working on stream earlier. Applesauce is painting the little version of the guy was. Yeah. Yeah, Andy's Uther. I mentioned that. K-Sauce is he's got really cool color choices. I think my main like feedback for him is like crisp some things up a little bit more. But yeah. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, Keegan is also working on that Inu bust. I haven't seen TJ post anything in a hot second, I don't think. I'm guessing he's doing more box arts for Realms of Tiberium, or whatever it's called. B Chromatic posted some cool stuff. Ben finished his Yasha. Some cool stuff. Oh, I guess which knight do you mean from Deno? Because he's got the Betrogard from Limbo, which is also really cool. And he's got the bust that he just finished. Both are nice. I like his Betrogard. I don't know. I don't really like his base for it. Yeah, but I like the knight. I feel like the base is kind of weird, but that's my opinion. Anyways, yeah, both are really nice. Yeah, he knocked that bust out in like 4 hours or something stupid. Crazy. Anyways, let's get back to painting. Although we're getting close to being done here. Number 2 fan? Who's my number 1 fan? And hello, Spirit. Oh, well, I guess. Let's see. I guess I would make Mumford my number one fan because he was the first one to chat, but I don't think that's right. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing again. But how are you, Spirit? How goes your mourning period? Even though you're in French Canada. So I don't know if they care at all. Probably not, I would imagine. It is you? Okay. Average Sunday evening mood? That's about right. You'll be the number one fan for the day? Sounds good. Alright, here while we got this red out. What is all this supposed to be? Anyone have any ideas? I guess there's spine and veins? That's what I'm going with, so we'll paint it up like some bone. Okay. Thanks, Mumford. It's like, it highlights the message so it just shows up in like this highlighted border. I don't get like an audible ping or anything for it. And yes, it's definitely some Mortal Kombat shit. Let's get our grimy thing out. Using your points? Yeah. I don't know how Twitch works. Let's see. Yes. 77,000 out of 200, whatever, which is what I have for the free small mini. I just packed up the mini I'm sending for the relay. It fit perfectly in the box that I got my paint shipped in, so yeah, that's good. Okay, you can modify emotes. I like so when it's Christmas time, you can do like like big red noses and stuff, and all sorts of silly things, Santa hats, whatever. At least you could last year. And that was kind of fun. Okay, I think what we'll do now is we'll see what happens when we cover it in some of this. We should also probably paint the brain a little bit. What color do we think survivors' brains are? Someday they'll create a paint pot that doesn't clog. Also tangential to instant paints. Vallejo's getting into the speed painting game with their express paints. And supposedly they have a matter finish than contrast paints, but still behave pretty similarly to contrast paints. Yeah. GW pots don't clog. I mean they can't they like seal shut though? Brains are like a pinky gray, I think. For humans, at least. So let's do that. Why not? I got some. Or here, what we'll do is we'll do pink, and then we'll put this dragon's blood over it. That's way too much paint, but that's okay. Is this the brush that I want? I guess so. Let's maybe darken it ever so slightly. Yeah. Let that dry. Let's pop back over just some golds. Let's not focus on the mouse. Let's focus on the figure, please. Focus on the figure, please. Focus on the figure. Come on. Come on. Okay. There we go. What color do we want the lantern light to be? That's the real question. I'm thinking some sort of deep orangey color would be good. So we'll do that. All right. Let's tweak this a little bit more. Okay. Let's go back in on the brain. Pop up a few areas. Lovely. Okay. I think you might be done. Well, done besides the lantern. We should do that. Let's do that. Bust out some more instant paints. We got Frenzy Orange, and we got Drain Life, I think, is like a lighter orange as I twist it around the table. Is that what I want? Sure, why not? Okay, let's get a brush that's a little bit fatter. Get this nice and thin. I'm not gonna have like too much OSL from the lamp. It's not like a super dark and moody scene. Okay. Gonna hair dry that real quickly. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more of that. Oop, there goes Poe. Okay, then I'm going to grab our transparent white, everybody's favorite. Cool. Let's get him glued on the base. Why not? YOLO. Let's get all these put away first. Okay. That's all that. That goes there. This goes there. Those go away. Cover this. I need to re-poke that hole. Let's see, can I just do it with this? Sort of. We're probably gonna need to trim off some of that texture. Oop, there he goes. Yeah, let's just drill that out. Okay. Yeah, let's get our knife and get rid of some of this texture where his foot goes. Okay. That might be good. Let's check. Hello, Sammy. How are you? Not quite there. This rock is blocking it. Maybe we'll just put a tuff there to fix that. I am doing a-okay. Doing my best to stay indoors and not die from the smoke. Because it was pretty not good yesterday. Okay. There's our boy. Look at that. Is there anything blocking it from going down further? That is just how it is. Yes, we have a lot of forest fire smoke. We had the worst air quality of any city in the world yesterday, or any major city at least. Yeah. It's not as bad as like Portland got last year, but it was still not very good. We were at about 170 in the air quality index. Normal is more like 20 or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. Okay, I think that's good. If I just squish them down and do our best to not snap anything off. All right. Time to YOLO. Because gluing never goes wrong on stream, right? Right. Come on, stupid super glue. I know there's still some in there. Okay. We got the glue on. Now we just hold them for a second. So what do we want to do next? Because we're almost done with him. We got the vampire guy. We got that bust that I have like half painted from forever ago. Or we got some pinups that we can do basing on. A little bit. It's got the weird spiral eyes. But there's not really a beak or anything. It's just kind of this flat plate. I don't know. I like him a lot. He's very cool. I don't really like how I did the scissors, but I don't know. I'm tired. It's one of the bold miniatures busts. I have a 3D print of it from Greggy, and I just did some airbrush practice on it, and I haven't finished it. We'll take a look in a second at our options. Okay. That's done. Yay! Okay, let's trim him flush so I can actually set him down. And let's also come on, you piece of garbage. Come on. Maybe I should just put the rest of this into the new pot. Hey Keegan, how are you? I've not checked out Miniature Mentor yet. Oh, you want to see how I think of the UX or something? Yeah, I didn't have much free time after done no stream yesterday. It was a date night, which started with me going to pick her up because of all the smoke. And then we got some poke and we watched all our shows. It's tired. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just gonna set them down for a second. Here we can snag these and save these for later. Alright, we don't need this anymore. We just finished painting the Scissor Knight besides doing his base rim and then a couple touch-ups on his base because I had to chip off some stuff. Whoops, I did this in the wrong order. I'll show him in a second. I was just gluing him to the base, so that's why I have a glove on at the moment. And now I don't. I should go get more gloves. So I need to just take my brush, take this phthalo green, that is not the color I thought it was, but that's okay. So we're working on this guy for now, and then we're going to start something new. So people come all over if they want to see more painting or they want to see basing. Tags on Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday I can probably do. Wednesday, I don't know if I can. Yeah. I feel you there. Wasn't able to get in my run yesterday because I would have probably died. Every time I see people running when it's smoky outside, I want to go and slap them because I'm like 90% certain me running outside in the smoke is what uh, caused me to have to stay in the hospital for like 3 months. So that's not fun. Yeah, I saw you post that on the disco. It's so tiny that you cannot wait until I experience it. Yeah. We'll get there. I'll get there. I'll try to check it out tonight. Let's see. Okay, that should be more than enough. What? You're very hungry? I mean, it's 6 p.m. That's a food time. Come on, you piece of garbage. Don't make me regret using plastic glue for this part. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I will say, like, so one of the biggest challenges with, like, I guess not really new anymore because it's been almost a year, job has been um, dealing with eating. Because I still live on West Coast, but I work East Coast hours, so, like, on my calendar, the 9 a.m. is blocked out for lunch. Do not disturb. And it's like, well, so I'll usually eat my breakfast then, and then I usually don't eat lunch until much later. Okay. Everyone loves gluing, right? No. We're all done with that. So we are just going to paint up his base rim. Get that all nice and clean. Hope to God that this is finally stuck. I think it is. Not really. Okay, well, we'll just be careful with him. Because if he falls and breaks, I'll be very sad. So I want to be done. Wait. That's a bit early. It's a bit early to be up. I didn't get the best sleep last night because Ezra kept colonizing my pillow. So that was fun. Yeah. Exactly. That was funny during Denno's stream yesterday, him getting jazzed about the day off. We don't get a day off, but our flags went to half-mast, so... And they're still at half-mast for, you know, the actual thing to have them at half-mast for today. It was a good one. He did a little bit of painting on his night figure, and then it was mostly him and Bucks kind of setting things up for the Kingdom Death Discord judging, because him and Bucks will be judging the beginner category, and then him and Christoph Christoph Kublichev. I don't know, that's not right. I always forget his name, but he's a very good painter. Will be judging the intermediate and the masters category. And I believe that's all happening next weekend / end of this week. So that should be fun. Can't wait to get completely wrecked. You extra small opus. Yeah, I found like the artist opus brushes, like they kind of suck for the purpose you would want them for, but they have like good niche uses. So I have my. I haven't used it in a while for it, but because I haven't really painted anything like that. I have this stupid M2 brush or whatever that like very quickly got unraveled, but it's great for painting fur or hair just because it's like this kind of spread out garbage. Yeah. Yeah. Should be good. Should be good. And well, if you want to enter a pinup competition, Keegan, there's still the official one that ends at the end of the month, which we will look at in just a second. Okay. I will hair dry this, and then I will varnish it, and then we're going to set it aside. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to varnish this boy now. Not with this airbrush. With this airbrush. Okay, that looks clean enough. Satan's not. You can't use Satan for that competition. It has to be one of the Pinups of Death minis, unfortunately. And Satan's not one of those. Yeah, it's limited. Yeah, it's limited to just the Pinups of Death, volumes 1 through 5 miniatures. Yeah, there's Hot Boy. And a bunch of other good ones. Okay. And I believe I turned this on. I did. Look at me. Remember to just turn my airbrush compressor on before the stream. Okay. You stay there, stupid. Let me just varnish this real quickly. get some more in there and just do another coat. Sorry, I just realized I got that next to the microphone. I'm sure that's great audio. Hey, buddy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Scream. Okay. Cool. I'll be back on for a second while we clean this airbrush out. There's my cup. There's my cup. Finish the aggro at the end of the day. When waiting for management to come. Yeah. I mean, you could try messing around with your phone and Lightroom a little bit more. Your camera probably has a larger sensor, so it might have slightly better dynamic range, but it's also a bit old, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it works out. Yeah, it's weird that you couldn't order batteries to Alaska, because, I mean, I would assume you guys have laptops. So I think my first question would be, like, what kind of lighting setup do you have? Because lighting is probably, like, the most important thing for miniature painting. But anyways, here's the boy. Wow, look at that boy. Don't really care for his scissor blade. It looks cool from that angle. That's going to probably be the money shot for the Instagram. But all done. Hooray! I'm going to set him aside before I break it. Okay. Now we can look at what are we going to work on next. So we have so you need for Swinson's like black background setup, you just need some black foam board. You can probably get that from like a dollar store or any craft store. Yeah, that's what I've been doing for my setup. Like you don't need any fancy thing. It's like a $1 sheet of black foam core. Thanks, Sammy. So we got these two pinups. She is supposed to be like that. She's also, this part's not glued together yet. I don't know if I want to do basing on stream. This might be what I do tonight instead. So maybe we should paint instead for a little bit on something else. And I could just work on these off stream. Yeah, Michaels or Duran should have it. I would be shocked if they didn't, because I mean Blix has it, so. Yep, yeah. So I have found the secret for me has been like, so you set up like you have like your base piece to just have a black base. It could just be like a black sheet of paper, or like use some extra foam core if you have it. And then you have the 3 pieces of foam core to make the hutch. You have 1 piece of foam core leaning forward on the back, and then I'll take 2 extra ones Because if you have that piece leaning forward against your hutch, unless you've like cut the hutch to have the same angle as the piece leaning forward, there's going to be a little bit of a gap, so I'll just use 2 extra pieces to just kind of block that off, and then you get a nice black background. But yeah, I have to set it up every time. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment, mini mancer. I don't have the space to keep that set up. Do I look like I'm? Oh no. I think there's probably ways to make it easier to keep set up. Like you could probably tape things in a way that you could just kind of plop it out. But I don't know. It's worth it for me. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I should probably invest some time to do it a little bit more reset upable. That's a word. Because yeah, it takes me a little bit to get it set up every time. So it'd be nice if I could just pop it out more easily. But it's worth it. But anyways, so we have those 2 pinups we have to do the bases for. Can't do any painting on them because they're not primed yet. Yeah. When I'm lazy, I'll just grab a piece of foam or a piece of black construction paper that I have, and I'll just lay that on my desk to take the picture. So usually for like gaming miniatures and such, I'll use that. I haven't messed with white backdrops too much lately, so I'll have to play around with those a little bit more again. But maybe we'll do that for Scissor Night. So here's some things. Here's some stuff. Here's all the projects that are primed at the moment that I'm in a mood to paint. We're not gonna paint the KDM pinup bust because I don't want more KDM right now. And those things don't have bases ready, so I don't want to work on them. Maybe you could do. Okay. All right. Which piece? Some piece. I'm guessing the girl. The Goyle. So we got some Infinity. That's been sitting there for a while, so it's a little dusty, so we have to dust it off. But if we want to paint some Infinity, we can paint some Infinity. That's an option. I think I also got another guy that's got a sword and a cloak and a gun. Yeah, we got. So Greggy printed this out for me a while back. So we could work on this. I just kind of used it as some airbrush practice when I was messing around with the new, well, not that new anymore. I think I've had it for a while now. So we need to go in and sharpen some things up, clean some things up, all that jazz. We got Alana, the Bloody Blade. We want to work on a different bust. It's an option. We have this little piece here. I don't know if I want to work on this one right now because it's a little bit more involved because it's got 2 figures. I'm assuming you mean Alana. Yeah, these are some Ares mythologic figures. So I'm going to do a bunch of shrubberies and such around it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on painting this for a little bit because I do want to go ham on it. I think some things I need to know. Everything's primed. So there's that one. There's the little man who's been sitting there for forever. If we just want to paint up a little vampire, have a little cheeky fun. Or we have Sailton. He's also been sitting there for a hot second. There's our whole base. And we have Uther, Pendragon. So those are some options. I don't know if I feel strongly either way about anything. Could also do some assembly, because I want to assemble up the Talon squad from Limbo Division. So, let's see. I feel like I am leaning towards wrapping her up or Vampire Man. But we'll see. We'll see. Why would maybe want to save for when dino resources die, so I can piggyback on the vampire stuff? That's true. I can save him for that. So let's set him aside. Okay. So we got some Infinity Boys. They're very. Oh, that's a lot of dust. Whoops. Because they've been sitting there primed for like a year now. Whoops. I need to fix Alana's sword again, because it keeps backing up. Let's see. Or we do just use. Oh. He's done. To do sculpting on that. Okay. Let's see. I know, exciting content, right? I probably should have decided this before the stream today, but I didn't. So here we are. Look at all those printer supports on our back. It's okay. It's the back. It's fine. Yeah, I'll save this for continuing to just mess around with stuff. So, we have these three. We've been doing a lot of game scale stuff lately. We're going to do more, so let's not do infinity. Do I have anything else? No, because that's not prime, so we can't do that. We do have Huntress. Yeah, we're going to be doing a KDM pinup, so let's not double down on KDM. Yeah. This was a friend just got a 3D printer and he just printed out some stuff for me, so like quality's like okay, but they're fun for just like mess around pieces. Yeah, maybe we should just finish her. Yeah, let's just finish her before we start another project, because I need to focus on the KDM pinup. I'm sorry, Skeleton. We'll do Skeleton at some point. Okay, let's scooch these over. Unless anyone, we'll see how, if we get bored of painting her, and then maybe we'll just do some assembly. Okay, cool. Actually, I have some new browns. Let's mess around with those. Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. Cool. Yeah. Every time I look into 3D printing and stuff, it just seems like a lot of work. I don't know if I want to actually get a 3D printer when I actually am able to. We can use that. Cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I think my 3D printer would primarily be a basing bits machine rather than a figures machine. Just because it is nice to have that idea of maybe I don't want to sculpt a whole facade, I just want to 3D print some shit and cobble it together. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like there's some STLs, but like I've talked about before, like I feel like it's still just not quite the same as cast. Like all the Patreons are just kind of dump out a bunch of minis. I'm not super interested in. Like the main one that I'd probably be interested in is Nom Nom, because every now and then they do a figure that I enjoy. But like all the gaming scale Patreon stuff, I'm not that jazzed about. Yeah. Like there's some sculptors who will put up STLs on their site, like so like Joaquin Palacios has some figures as STLs in cast, and like you can just pick up the STL whenever you want. And it would be kind of neat to have the STLs of some stuff like that, because you could just use them as practice figures for different things, right? Like find a figure that you like a lot, use it for trying different stuff out. Rather than spoons or plastic army men. Yeah. The only person I think I would consider buying a pre-printed miniature from is Oliver Spaeth. He seems to be one of the few ones that actually like takes the time to make sure that everything's good. Exactly, yeah. So, and to that point, we're not looking for any sort of display quality on this piece. We're just looking to have a little bit of fun. As you can see, there's a lot of fingerprinting going on. That's fine. It's a fun active figure. I just wanted to kind of experiment with the airbrush and like coloring more areas in with just the airbrush. And then I think also just some more vibrant colors. Yeah, like just bad supports or something. Yeah. For Honor. Was For Honor not good? I mean, didn't you subscribe with Prime or something? I don't know. I saw my subs number dipped. I think people just forgot to resub. It's fine. I don't care. But hello, Diana. How are you? It is quote unquote September, so subs are 30% off or whatever the hell it keeps telling me on all the channels that I watch. Prime doesn't renew. Prime you have to sub every month. No, that's fun, Spirit. Well, that's how they get you. Right? There we go. Thanks, Spirit. Thanks for the sub with Prime. Wow, I feel so special. What's the color that I want for this? Is it you? Yeah. Your Bezos bucks. Yeah, you can't do it from your phone for the subscriber Prime because of the whole like how they get around having to pay for the App Store. Why I fainted at work today? That was great. That seems not great. Fainting's not fun. I have passed out from heat stroke twice growing up in Arizona because I was stupid. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. Is that really what I wanted? I think I actually wanted this color. Yeah, we finished up a scissor night, so now we're just kind of noodling around on this figure. Chilling out. And tonight I'll do a bunch of basing stuff. Because I got, like, I guess 1.5 or 2.5 projects to do. Oh, this is lovely. And actually, oh, good. Oh, good. Thanks. Thanks, Scale 75 with your terrible bottles. I'm going to stream probably for another hour, 20, hour and a half or so. Yeah, so I gotta get one of these bases figured out at least. I'm probably leaning towards Visionary. Just keep it simple because I want to do something complicated for Pond Scum. And then we got this guy that I need to have done by end or mid-November. I think is when the deadline is for him. So I got all this stuff going on. All the sides are sanded flush, roughly. so I could get an idea of how it all works. I magically got that just right. So, where is Bike Girl? Oh, that's a good question. She's in the other room. I showed her magnetized on stream before, right? I think. I'm pretty sure I did. But she's so there was a part that was so there's a part that's mirrored on two sides of the figure, and they sent both of one side. So the guy whose figure it is reached out to them, and they're supposedly sending a replacement part. So, I mean, I can show the magnetization real quickly. That's fun. One sec. Oh, hello, Poe. Let's put this side. Okay. I have disappeared into the void. Right here, I showed her magnetized on stream before, so let's show something different, which is the bike. Okay, good, everything's still intact. And here's the, so there's these two parts, and they sent me the same, the kit had the same part. This is supposed to be mirrored. So, whoops. The kit also had like a light that you can put in it, but I'm not doing that. I told the person whose this figure is, no, that's too much for me. So the light would come out through here. I'm doing enough new stuff on this project already. I don't want to have to dust off my soldering iron and figure that out. Alrighty. So I've got the bike in 4 parts at the moment. So that goes like that. It's all snapped together. Here, let me dial down the exposure and zoom way the hell out. There we go. This will snap in like that. And that snaps in like that. It's not 100% secure, but it's enough for me to kind of prime and get everything together, and also send it off to that guy so he can, if he wants to leave it magnetized, he can. I'm probably gonna put some rods in here. Yeah. Yeah, so I can support the whole thing like that. You don't want to like wiggle it around like crazy, but it'll work. And also when she is, you can see I used some paint to mark where her butt goes. But there's her foot rests on another thing over here. So it'll be a lot more stable. And the cool part I thought about the engineering of this, there you go, you can kind of see it. So at the bottom here, there's a threaded bolt. So this was 2 pieces, and you put the threaded bolt in and then glued it all together. And then, or I guess there's a nut, a threaded nut rather, and there's a threaded bolt that you stick in all the way through here from the bottom of the base. So there's a metal rod that supports all this, basically. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can show what she looks like on it, why not? That's there, that's there. All right, so here's her. The only part that's kind of weak is her head. I haven't glued this piece in yet, which is why it's jiggling around. But then there's the 2 magnets for her butt. So that all fits like that. And this thing weighs a ton. But yeah, so I magnetized it for 2 reasons. One, I knew I wanted to paint in sub-assemblies because this is giant and big. and I generally like to prime my figures in roughly together, so like the seams are not primed, so better glue contact. And also this way I can do a zenithal with it all together if I wanted to. And then also because I don't want to ship it in one piece because this is big. And it would break, and that would suck. So, yeah. So she just kind of comes apart. There's that. Let's firmly grasp it. And I got some good magnets from K&J Magnetics or whatever. You can just kind of buy things piecemeal. Sandy. Okay. I'm just making sure that okay, good. I've not lost the clear parts. That's good. We're okay. She just pops apart. I do have a little bit of gap filling that I need to do on her, but I'm waiting for that part to come before I kind of get back into this piece. So, yeah, whatever. Let's try this. Stick in. I did have one accident, but you can't really see where the accident was anymore. So this handlebar broke off and this brake handle broke off, but it's fine. It's fine now. And this also broke off, but it's all good. We're good. Everything's fine. It's a-okay. It's because I was stupid. And it just slipped out of my hand and fell on the floor. Okay. There's that. And then, yes, the floor did survive, so that's good. My stupid apartment that wants to increase my rent a lot survived. Okay, what we're doing? We were painting, right? Right. Oh, I'm so zoomed out. There we go. And I'm still underexposed. There we go. Okay. There is a paw in there somewhere, but I don't know where, and that's okay. Yeah. So let's see. So goal is to get some bases going for pinups. Pinups will probably be the main, or pinup singular will be the main focus probably for the rest of this month. Maybe I'll just work on that off stream or not. I'm not 100% certain yet. If I decide to work on it off stream, we'll work on one of those other projects that we were looking at earlier. And I will just make a executive decision before the next time I stream, which might be able to be tomorrow. Don't think there's any games. I don't have to plan for any games. I may have to start planning for another game. So the Star Wars game that I want to play keeps getting postponed because people keep having stuff pop up. So I'm debating just switching what I was planning on doing that and doing some sort of West March game. West March is essentially you start the session at kind of a home base, and from there you kind of move out and go on adventures. So basically every session you can start with different players because you're all starting from like a ground zero essentially. And I think some possibilities for systems for that might be, because we want to do, I think the whole idea was we want to try some sci-fi stuff, so I may try that in Lancer, or another option would be Death in Space. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's mix up this brown, this violet, a little bit of black. And get it all over the hand. Good job. I'm still plugging away through Disco Elysium for video games. I haven't gotten to play any yet this weekend, but I'm probably going to do a little bit tonight. I'm still enjoying it a lot. Highly recommend. That's about that. Yeah. If you nap now, you're not going to go to bed till much later. Yeah. I think that's generally for the best. If you have to like work schedule change, it's best to just kind of suffer until you're used to it. A I should probably hair dry, but cooking's a good idea. I'm debating if I want to cook for dinner or just eat out. Because I got some stuff in my fridge that I should probably eat. Yeah, that is true. I don't eat out too often. I definitely eat out more than I used to since uh, COVID. Getting it into my head, it's like, well, I'm supporting the businesses that I want to stay in business, but really it's just there's too much going on. I don't want to cook right now. Yeah, not cooking in the heat makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I always saw the advice that's like, you should just cook outdoors when it's hot out. That way your inside doesn't get hot. And it's like, well, I don't have a balcony. I guess I could go to like the common area and use the grill, but I don't know. That seems miserable. Um, yeah, I don't do delivery too often because I think if I lived in like a house, I would do delivery more often. But I kind of just hate dealing. I don't know. I always feel bad for delivery people in apartments because it's just a pain in the butt for them to like get inside and find the right unit and all that stuff. And it's like I could just I don't know. There's a bunch of places I can just walk to. Generally gives me an excuse to like just take Poe on a walk. Yeah. You need to do dishes to cook? Yeah. That's always the worst. And when you're like, yeah, I just have to unload the dishwasher. And then you go to unload the dishwasher and you realize that you didn't actually run the dishwasher. First world problems, yes, I know. You don't have a dishwasher? Do they make buildings without dishwashers now? Still? Like, I mean, little itty bitty apartments that don't even have kitchens, I would imagine, but. That sucks. I mean, some things need to be hand washed, like a lot of pots and pans and stuff, but I guess like hand washing isn't the worst thing in the world, but I don't know. They waste a lot more water. So like washing machine and dryer is more understandable. Like I'm used to apartments not having that. Like I've had plenty of apartments that haven't had that, but I've always had a dishwasher. Exactly. Yeah. And like the dishwasher uses like the same water on a whole bunch of dishes, so it's the dishwasher is more water efficient. They are more water efficient. I've, I always thought it was funny growing up. Like I would have friends whose parents would just use their dishwasher as a drying rack because they thought that the dishwasher was less efficient. Oh yeah, I would not go back to living without a dryer in or a washer and dryer in my unit. The other thing I would not never go back to having is I absolutely hate like I like I hate with a passion the coil top stoves. Like I like electric stoves, like the flat top ceramic or like induction ones. I'm okay with those. Like that's what I have at the moment, and I prefer that to gas. Um, but the open coil stove, I had one of those in college, and I was like, never again, never again. Hate those stupid things. Cleaning up the kitchen already sucks. Now let's clean up these stupid coils as well that feel like 1,000 deserts of sand when you're scrubbing them. I hate it. Despise it. Yeah. I'm definitely being pretty fast and loose with my paint application. Going a little thicker than maybe I would on another model. But I mean, we got all those lines that we need to cover up, so it works out. Oh, geez. A burrito. I was debating getting a burrito tonight. My options are I cook up some pasta and I have some uh, not sausage left over, or I cook up some rice and I have some leftover tempeh, or I get a burrito. And I have those for lunch/dinner tomorrow, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards at the moment. Although if I want to get a burrito, then I have to walk. How bad is it out there right now? I think it's been better. It's been better today than it was yesterday. What's the AQI? Excuse me. Where's the AQI? You're supposed to show me the AQI. Okay. It is moderate. That's fine. I can survive that. So far, I haven't had to do. Last year we had, because it got really bad in Portland, and not quite as bad here, but still pretty bad. I had to wear my respirator on my walks with Poe for a little bit when I had to like take him out a little bit longer because it was not good. It was not good for Poe either, but so we didn't do parks or anything, but just for the walks around the block, I had to wear that because it was hard to breathe otherwise. Yeah, I don't think they make dog respirators. Although if we keep getting smoke seasons, I'm gonna look into that. And how many rednecks? I mean, I live in the city, so not many rednecks around here. The populace I would have to worry about is there's a lot of definitely not libertarians they're libertarians. There's a lot of those in tech. Yeah, if I want to get to rednecks, I have to drive east a little bit, and then it can get not good. I will say that. There are parts of Washington that you probably don't want to go to. Western Washington, great, lovely, lots of things to do. Eastern Washington, a little Nazi. That is fair. We got cool national parks. Might want to visit those before they all burn up. But yeah. All right, there's that. Yeah. You want to see Poe in a Bane mask? Yeah. I'll just look up to see if anybody makes dog respirators, and if not, I'll go onto Shark Tank with that, and at last I can retire. What do we want to work on her next? Just go in and black out these metal bits. Okay. Let's paint her necklaces, something. There are nice places in eastern Washington. There's a little Germanic town called Leavenworth. And they do a big old, basically, like it looks like a town that you would plop out of Germany or Austria on a lake. And they do a big old Christmas celebration, and they do a big Oktoberfest thing. But hello there, Julio. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. We are just kind of fiddling around on this bus that's been sitting half painted for a while. Okay. Yeah. Getting there. Let's grab that brush we were talking about earlier. Our garbage little artist opus brush. And do some stuff on the weasel? Yeah. Okay, let's blacken his eyes and nose, or let's use the dark brown that we got here. right. I'm getting many messages right now. Why am I getting so many messages? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for also sending me messages. I greatly appreciate it. You are the light in my life for your contributions to this stream. I'm trying to figure out if this braided thing is her hair or if it's like a thing. I don't know. Like some sort of braided ribbon or whatever. You have returned. This is from Bold. You can get casts of this or you can get STLs. There's a series of 3 of them. Thanks, Keegan. They have some cool figures. They also have the Batpacker who I have sitting over there. I can grab him in just a second. But yeah, that's them. The hair thing? Oh, yeah. I know there's people who have painted this, but I can't, like, remember what they've done off the top of my head. Has Ben painted all 3? Definitely a braid. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Don't I have like a... There we go. That's the color that I want. We will paint it as a braid, both because that's what we think it is, and also because that means having to think of less colors and such. So makes life easier for us. The aircraft piece, I'll have to go take a look at it again. I think I remember seeing the whip, but I don't know if I saw the final pics if you posted them. Yeah, I'm most likely going to paint mine up as the Ruby of the Sea from Critical Role. And then I'm going to paint up the Hujimik, what's it? The fawn as Fern. Yeah. Yeah, Sylvanius, I think is the one I'm thinking of. I'm just gonna copy Fern. I like Fern's color scheme. It is cool. Yeah. I should probably try to paint another one of those. I'm blanking on the name of it. New Kingdoms busts before the end of the year. But we'll see. There's a lot of things I want to paint before the end of the year. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm happy to paint more Kingdom Death stuff, but like, I spent way more time on the pinups than I kind of wanted to. And we gotta do another one. The Emily bust. Who makes that one? Is that another Pedro Fernandez one? We already went over all the things that I bought in the last week. We don't need to do that again. Sculptophile, okay. I'll check it out in a second. Let's take a look. The one rider model. Oh, this thing. Yeah, this thing is huge. This is even bigger scale than the rider. Yeah. I was like, oh, that looks fun, but like one third scale. No, 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 thank you. It's a cool figure. Too big scale. Yeah. If that were like a 1/10 bust or like a 1/12 bust, I would have bought it. Yeah. Yeah, the rider I think is like 17 inches tall total or something stupid. Oh, I forgot to turn on stream labels, didn't I? There we go. That's why it doesn't show the right sub. There we go. Now it shows spirit. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Just wild. Should be a fun project. Definitely will use the airbrush a lot on that, I would hope. Yeah. I guess someone had to save Mini-Mans here, but... Uh-huh. So original. Yeah, I will probably... So those three figures we were looking at that have the bases, so the twin 54 mil, the skeleton, and Uther. I want to finish those before the end of the year, because they're ready to go. I would also like to finish the 3 busts that I got there. So we got the Huntress. I'll probably do her around Black Friday. We've got Alana the Bloody Blade, and we also have the cool... I'm blanking on her name, but it's from Kensho Miniatures. This one. I believe Masculine's the box art for it. So I want to try that one as well. Yeah. If I can finish those, I'm happy. I would also like to do Limbo Division. The Who's in Nick What's It's Talon Squad. Yeah. And I don't know if we're going to finish the rider before the end of the year or not. I told the person it's going to take a while. It also depends on whether or not we get that replacement part. You gonna focus for me? Thank you. There we go. Alright, let's work on her skin some. Or actually, let's, I don't know. That looks bad. Never mind. That was a bad idea. Well, that looks worse. What am I doing? We'll just get a color down, and then we're going to go over it with peanut butter, probably. Cool. Lovely. Anyways, skin. Skin. We're gonna be lazy. I'm gonna use Fairy Flush. I think that's what I used to airbrush on her a long time ago anyways. We'll get some fresh medium out. All right. Which piece? Elijah? Let's see. This is another one of their 1/3 ones, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's very cool. But again, we'll love it if we're like 110, 112. Too big. Too big. Okay. Focus on the model, not the paints, please. Okay, we need more of this. We're gonna use this brush. What the heck? What is going on here? Yeah, that is basically my thoughts on this garage kit thing. I'm like, this will be a cool experience. I probably won't want to do one of these again for a very long time. So getting a little bit more pink and reds in her cheeks and nose. Both to make her look more alive and also because, I mean, she's drinking, so it would probably be a little flush. see, it's 441. Okay. Wait, I need to look at a picture of the actual STL because I'm not sure if her eye is open or closed. I think it's closed, but we're going to find out. Bold. Vesha. That's closed, right? That's closed. Yeah, for sure. 100%. It's gotta be closed. Okay. We're keeping it closed. Get some more mahogany out. Oops. Way out of focus. And why is my chair not scooting as I bump into the camera? Great, thanks, chair. Good job. Oh, caught on. There we go. Stupid cables. Okay. So one thing to keep in mind when painting your eyelashes and eyebrows is that they should be generally darker than the actual hair color. If they are lighter or the same color, they can tend to look a little weird. That's a burrito? Did we ever answer what was in the burrito? Just a steak burrito? Okay. Can't go wrong with a steak burrito. Usually. Well, I say that. No, it wasn't a steak burrito that I had. I had a breakfast burrito before going on a fight one time. And then I got home and I went on a run or something. And then I chugged some protein shake or whatever and some food real quickly and then ran over to a friend's house for game night. All on the same day. And then threw up everywhere. So I don't think it was just the breakfast burrito. I think it was a combination of all those things. But the breakfast burrito certainly didn't help. Here, I'll take a look at that in a second. I'm assuming it's a picture of said burrito. This one is cute. Oh, I'm assuming cute. Oh yeah, this is from Bold Miniatures. I had it airbrushed for a while. So we're just sketching on it real quickly. Tightening it up. We're not gonna take it to the end of the world. Yes, you can. I believe you can still buy a cast of it. The link was in there in chat earlier. I have a 3D print of it, and you can still buy the STLs. But they pretty regularly restock it. So if you want to buy a cast, there's a cast. That's a beefy burrito. Big boy. Let's see. But hello, Crypt. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Why is keep doing that? Why is there blue? Is there blue on this thing and that's why? I'm so confused. Might just be time to swap out the paint water, but I'm too lazy and we are almost done. With the stream, at least. We'll see if we can finish with the figure before we wrap up the stream. You're good, I'm good as well. Well, steak is a kind of beef, so I would say it is a beefy burrito, both in scale and material components. That's a word for it, I guess. No? Okay. Well, if you say so. Let's just do Pizarski special, because I'm lazy. feel like I should buy extras of all my chimeras the next time the opportunity presents itself, just so I have backups. I don't think I'm gonna run out for a while, but it would suck to not have chimera paints. But maybe they will also be better at keeping things in stock, because I think they're able to buy some more manufacturing machines because they were doing pretty much everything by hand. We'll see. Oh, my palette's like basically dry. That's why. Whoops. Let's fix that. There we go. Now we should have some actual water to keep things moist. Okay. Oh my god, come on. Oh no? What is oh no? You are the burrito now? Tragic. Oops. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Should probably do some painting on the actual mug itself too. Priscilla? That's an odd name for a burrito. Hello, nerd. That was. Now the mug is right again? Guiga nerd? Okay, I will deal with your burrito name. Also, I don't know what was up with the mug. It's 502. That little bit of white. I don't know which little bit of white. On the back? Oh, like on the wood itself? Yeah, I mean I haven't really painted the wood yet, so this is just a sketch piece after some bigger projects, so I'm not exactly being Clint. Hello and welcome to the channel. We need to paint that black. It's fine. Yeah. Like we did a bunch of airbrushing on it a long time ago. So just kind of sharpening some things up, quickly painting some NMM. Smoothing that out. Okay, let's take care of the mug itself. Yeah. We were painting some Kingdom Death stuff before this. And now we're just gonna get this knocked out. I should probably varnish this or hair dry this. All right. Let's see if we can quickly sketch some wood stuff. There's some texture on this already, so I just kind of want to overbrush, and then we will. Hey, Paul, what are you doing there? What you doing, buddy? Can I help you? Are you beyond help? Yeah. Why are you not getting the paint out? Stupid thing. There we go. All right. So there's some mugness going on there. Let's just do the back a little bit more. Okay. I'm not going to really paint much more of the sword because no one's ever going to see the back. But there we go. I think I'll sharpen up her jacket a little bit as well before we wrap up. But I want to hair dry the mug again. Okay. And we're going to get out something we haven't gotten out in quite some time, so I have to remember where I put it. Do I still have it? Oops, I'm pressing enter a bunch into the chat window. Good job. There we go. I do. Let's put this back away. So we knock over all the paints that we've taken out. Good job, good job. Mix a little medium into this. Get it a little thin. Okay. Sure. Good enough. Oh, she also has this zipper. Whoops. At least I think it's a zipper. I'm not entirely sure. And we forgot some of the belt buckles. Okay, and before we forget, we should make her teeth less whatever the heck they are right now. Cool. All right, let's see. So I want to sharpen up the shirt and some details on her jacket. So let's do that. As Poe pouts in the background, as he is wont to do. I also used magenta, so let's get some of that. Okay, let's darken up this one as well. Okay, now let's just do some sharpening up of the highlights on the jacket. And this little sketch will be done, I think. Well, her drink still sucks. But, okay, we'll fix the drinks. You're fine. Oops, as we knock over a bunch of paints. GG. Good job. Let's put that there. So main reason for going back in after, so we airbrushed this a long time ago to get kind of like a little sketch going on. So the main reason to kind of come back in with a brush is just to kind of sharpen things up and make it look less airbrushed. So we're just using relatively thin paints. Just kind of glaze in what we want, where we want. Something happened. Hey, Tamaskute. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Thank you for the follow. I hope you are having a nice day, or evening, or afternoon. Oop, there goes the boy. Oops. Okay. Let's I don't know, make her drink look less like piss. Who doesn't like a nice hearty mug of peanut butter? As we are running out of room on our wet palette because we're terrible at managing space. There's that. Okay. Oh, that's where the peanut butter came from. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Let's get some of that. Okay. A mug of peanut butter sounds terrible. Well, I don't know, man. And hello, Loki. How are you doing? I don't know. I've had a couple of beers that have like I had a Nutter Butter something thing and had like peanut butter and other stuff in it. It was pretty tasty. Cool. I don't really want to... I don't know if I want to do anything else on her. Let's see. Let's maybe add a little bit more warmth to her hands real quickly. Just do some very quick glazes. I think one thing I learned on this project is I kind of just did the airbrushing sketch over like the colors that I was sketching directly over kind of a gray zenithal. I think that kind of hampered saturation in some parts, so I think doing some more vibrant underpainting before going into airbrush sketching is a good call. Yeah. There's a girl. Looks more crisp than when we started, and that was the goal. That's about it. So we'll I'm gonna call it there because I'm also getting hungry, and it's 5:30, so I went a half hour longer than I planned. But here, I'll grab for the people who came in late. I'll grab what we also worked on today, the main thing. Thanks. Mission accomplished. Yeah. So this was the main figure today. So this is the Elder Scissor Knight from Kingdom Death that we wrapped up. We spent more than the hour that we spent on this figure on him. So yeah, I'll take some pictures and get him posted onto Instagram sometime this week. I don't know. I'm trying to be smarter about when I post because apparently posting at midnight on a Sunday is not the right time to post on social media or whatever, according to the algorithm. I don't know. Anyways, I'll get her posted as well. I might just post her tonight and say fuck it. Yeah, she has a patch on her back and we didn't paint it. Whatever. What did you do to that poor survivor? Well, he has these big old scissors. So, probably used those and is now contemplating stuff. So, yeah. He's a cool dude. This definitely goes into KDM figures I wouldn't mind repainting again someday. Definitely would like to try out different schemes and such on him. Be cool. Hopefully he comes out in plastic at some point. But that means I can... here, let me grab his brother. His baby brother. That means I can, once I get pictures taken of him, I can get him all packed up, send him out. So, there they are. Look at that. Cool stuff. Anyways. I'm going to wrap up there, I think. That's some wet paint. So let's see if there's anybody who's realized that Twitch has changed their tagging system, so I can actually find them. Or I guess is there anyone I'm following that's on still? Let's see. Raid. Monument's still on. Thunderhead Studio. Does not look like he's doing things right now. There's Unchcant, there's Monster Den, and then Monument's still on. We could go raid Monument, but they got a lot of people. Let's see if there's anybody with not many people or under miniature figures. Okay, looks like people have started to figure out that there's new tags. There's me. Oh, Unexpected is doing Astrid. He has the spell wrong, but he's doing Astrid. Let's go raid him. And that's not how you raid. You ding dong. Yeah. Yeah, absolute. Pansy. Okay. Cool. We're gonna go raid Unexpected. Thank you all for tuning in. I may stream tomorrow. Not entirely sure yet. If I do, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the base for them done tonight, but we'll see. And we also have her, so you would have a good one. Yes, you have a good one too, low key. Yeah, maybe we'll start one of those other projects and then set it aside once I have to do pinup stuff. Yeah, I hope you all have a nice rest of your weekend or start of your week, and I'll see ya when I see ya. We're gonna go raid now. Bye. Bye bye.